Hi everybody, Marco Carvalho here from businesscreditbuilders.org. Today's video, we're going to talk about a brand new business credit card that you can get with no personal guarantee and no credit check. We're going to share with you step by step how to apply, what are the qualifications, so let's get started. So first and foremost, I want to talk about, for those of you who are, maybe you're just started a new business or you have an existing business and you want to know, why do lenders actually have to do a personal credit check for you? When you apply for some of the mainstream business credit cards out there, they require a credit check, and that's because they want to assess the credit worthiness of you as an individual owner on behalf of the business, especially if you're a startup. Because your startup, your business doesn't have a track record yet. It may not have any revenues. So they want to assess your credit worthiness. That's why they do credit checks. They want to understand your credit history. So how you manage your credit as an individual is most likely how you're going to manage your business credit. So that's especially important if you're a brand new startup. So in this video, we're going to share with you an actual business credit card that they won't do a credit check. And they won't even require a personal guarantee. So just remember, this is not for startups, this particular card. This is more for those of you who already have an existing business. But they want to understand how reliable you are at repaying and borrowing money, and that's why they run these credit checks. Your credit score is going to play a big role in you getting credit as a brand new startup especially, but it's not the only way. So in this video, we're going to share with you, because this particular card issuer doesn't do a credit check and they don't require a personal guarantee. And what is a personal guarantee? A personal guarantee basically means when they're providing a credit check, but you are giving a guarantee to the lender that in the event that your business cannot repay on its debt obligation, let's say it's a credit card debt or a loan, then you as the personal guarantor will make good on that. You are responsible to pay on behalf of the business if your business can't pay. So you are personally liable. That's what a personal guarantee is. When you have a credit card issuer that does not have a personal guarantee, then obviously that takes off the liability off of you as an owner. If they're not running a credit check, then they're solely basing their credit decision on your business itself. So that's the purpose of this particular card, is there are no credit checks and no personal guarantee. But what are they going to look at then? So if they're not looking at that information, that data, they're going to look heavily at a couple other things that are going to determine their approval or denial. So they want you obviously to have a business, and you have to have a dedicated business checking account. And they're going to look very carefully at your business revenue, the amount of revenue you have coming into the business, the number of deposits you have coming in. And this particular card issue we're going to share with you, the main thing they look at is your average bank balance. They go look at your 3 months average bank balance, and that's going to be a big indicator to them, is how much liquidity you have, how much cash your business has. And they don't want you to be in a restricted industry, so you can't be in the banking or lending industry as a business, or they'll automatically decline you. So these are the main factors that they're going to look at. So this is a brand new business credit card with no PG, no credit check, by a company known as PEX. For those of you who may be familiar with PEX, is they have other prepaid business credit cards. They've been around for a long time, but they just rolled out this product called PEX Credit Expense. It's an actual commercial card where instead of being a prepaid card, they're now giving you a line of credit as a business. So this is the link, nopgcorporatecreditcard.com. Don't go there yet. That's a specific page we have set up for you. Now, they issue up to a $200,000 credit limit on this commercial card, which is a real high credit limit, but they're only going to issue that type of credit limit to businesses that have very strong cash flow, very strong cash in the bank. Approvals are based on business revenue. Now, for those of you who are saying, well, I'm a brand new startup, or I have a couple $1,000s a month coming into my business, I don't qualify. Is there a type of card I can get with no PG and no credit check? Yes, there is. At the end of this video, we're going to share with you an alternative. If you don't meet these requirements, we have another business credit card you can get with no PG and no credit check if you don't meet these revenue requirements. Now, what's unique with this is a non-revolving line of credit. So with mainstream business credit cards like your Chase or American Express, you can revolve your credit. You can have debt and you can make minimum monthly payments. Now with this particular card, it operates just like a charge card. So you have to pay your balance in full at the end of your billing cycle. Okay, you can't carry debt on this card, so there's no interest you have to worry about. So for those of you who operate credit cards for your business, like with your purchases, and you pay your balance in full every single month, this is a great card for you because this operates just like that. It's a charge card. You can't carry debt. There's no application fee for this card, no annual fees you have to worry about. There's no credit check and no personal guarantee. This particular card is issued by Fifth Third Bank. So PEX has this great card that has all these unique functions, which we're going to get into next. Now, I want to kind of go back and kind of share with you a little bit about PEX, because before they roll out this card that we're sharing with you today, they had a prepaid expense card, a dispersed card. Prepaid expense, this allows you to load funds onto your business credit card, and you can even issue cards to your employees. It allows you a lot of different control measures, security measures, and they have a dispersed card, which is another function if you're trying to pay people who are outside of your company. That's another type of credit card for that. But these are loaded. You preload your funds here. There's no type of credit. Now with this one, the credit expense, now they have a way they issue an actual credit line. So this just kind of gives you a little quick rundown of all the different benefits that come with all these cards. Pricing right here, your first 200 cards free. So if you have a major organization and you're trying to issue cards out to your employees, and remember, you can set up certain spending requirements on each of these cards, a lot of rules, and you have full control of these cards, which is really unique. With the availability of the credit expense card, it's not available in California, Nevada, New Mexico, North Dakota, and South Dakota. So you can't get this particular card in those states. The other ones you can. Let's talk about PEX versus American Express. You may have an American Express corporate card or business credit card. That's fine. That's great. Where PEX comes in is it has other functions that you may need as a business that maybe American Express doesn't offer. And that's where this chart kind of gives you a little rundown of some of the benefits to the PEX card compared to American Express. And that's where it's unique when you have different types of credit cards or corporate cards or charge cards, where each of them serve a certain purpose for your organization or your business. This chart, it can come in handy for those of you who are trying to weigh in, well, I have an American Express, it has everything I need, I have my credit limits there, I use that, day-to-day expenses. But let's say you bring on some employees, you don't want to hand them your American Express card. Let's say you want to give them a card to run day-to-day expenses, or you're sending them off to like certain events, but you want to have the control that they don't abuse that card, or that you want to set credit limits on that card, or for security reasons you don't want to obviously give out your company card. So that's where having a card like PEX, you have that ability to issue physical cards to employees with certain control measures, which is really powerful. PEX commercial card comes with actually a corporate card platform. So there's no account setup fee you have to worry about. You could distribute, like I said, physical or virtual cards. You could set rules on each of these cards, set budgets, or you could set nothing if you want. You could track spending everywhere. You could connect to your accounting software. So there's a lot of these features that I'm sure you're familiar with. A lot of the fintech cards that are out there, they have these same functions that are available on this PEX Visa commercial card. What does it actually take to qualify to get a no PG business credit card with no credit check with PEX, also known as a credit expense? You have to be a US-based business, number one. You must be in good standing. On your state filing records for your company, you want to make sure you obviously pay your report filing fees, your business is in good standing with the state that you're incorporated in, and you're going to need to supply employer identification number, EIN, unless you're applying as a sole proprietorship. Now, this is a commercial card where you don't have to have a separate legal entity. You could be a sole proprietor and apply for this particular card. There are some cards we talked about that had no PG, no credit check, but you had to be a separate legal entity. You couldn't apply as a sole proprietorship. This one you can. You do have to have a separate business checking account. Now here's the key. Typical clients that they approve have 3 months average bank account balances of $20,000. So that means you need to have cash in the bank for this particular card. They're going to look at your cash reserves. It shows that you're a healthy business, that you have that extra cash in the bank as a business. So they're going to look at your 3 months average bank account balance. And if it's less than $20,000, I'm not saying you're going to get denied, but their typical approvals are $20,000 or more. And like I said, you can't operate in the bank or lending industries. So those are the qualifications. Obviously, you don't want to apply if you don't meet these qualifications. So I want to talk about how do you apply? What's the application process? You're going to go to nocorporatecreditcard.com. So what you're going to see when you go to that particular website is this. All you need to do is apply here. If you want to watch a short video, you could do that. You click this apply tab, and that's going to bring you right to this same screen right here, which was shown with you on the PowerPoint. Now you're going to put in your name information, basic information. The next thing is you're going to have this screen pop up. This is going to be the business details screen. Now you're going to put in your company name and your company address. Now what's important is your address must match the address that's on your EIN document or your utility bill for your company, because you're going to have to upload verification. I'll get into that in a second. You're going to put your federal tax ID number here, your company legal structure, and then the next thing, you'll see supporting documentation, which is number 3, and that's where they're going to have you upload a copy of your driver's license or your government ID, something that verifies who you are. So you're going to upload a clear copy of that. That verifies you. The next thing that they want you to do is upload either your EIN letter, your CP 575, or they're going to have you upload a utility bill that shows your company name and your company address. So that's another step in verification. So make sure you have those documents handy. Then that's going to take you to step number 4, which is your product selecting. Now, here is, you're going to first select, if you want the credit expense, you select this. If you select third-party beneficiaries outside your company, that's where you're going to be applying for the dispersed card. That's a loaded card, just like the prepaid card. But are you applying for PEX credit expense? You said yes. If you said no, then obviously you're going to be applying for the prepaid version of that PEX offers. Now here you'll see what's your anticipated monthly spend. You're going to put that in there, a number of cards that you need. You can see that what I just said to you here, minimum account balance is required to qualify. Typical qualifying customers will have 3 months average bank balance of $20,000. So that's just telling you right there, before you apply for this PEX credit expense card, this is what to expect. Once you click, then now your application is submitted. Now they do have a promotion right now. It's running through, I believe, the end of September. I don't know if they're going to keep it going, but you can receive up to $250 back on your first purchases. There are terms and conditions that apply, so you can read that on their website. So you're going to go to nopgcorporatecreditcard.com. So this is a business credit card you can get for your company with no personal credit check, no personal guarantee. But remember, this is not a revolving line of credit. It's actually like a charge card where you have to pay your balance in full at the end of your billing cycle. This is a really exciting new product that PEX came out with that I'm happy to share with you. But for those of you, let's say you have less revenues than that, you don't have that much cash in the bank, I want to share with you an option for you that we've covered in this video. If you want to learn about the Fair Figure Capital Business Card, we did a video on this. Watch that video right here that you see. But here's a quick breakdown. This is a unique card where they actually fund the card. Although the credit lines that they fund this card for you, if you're approved, is $500 to $1,000. There's no personal credit check on this, no personal guarantee. But what they look at is they also look at your revenue. And you have to have a Fundex score of 30 at least before you apply for this. But I encourage you, please watch the video on how step-by-step how you create an account and how to apply, because you have to sync your bank account with Plaid for them to read your bank account data, for them to see what your Fundex score is before you actually apply for the Capital Business Card. So you go to capitalbusinesscard.com, and this is just another option for you, those of you who may not qualify for the PEX commercial card that I just shared with you. So if you found this information useful, definitely give us a thumbs up. Go to our website, businesscreditbuilders.org. We do have funding programs for those of you who are looking for business credit card funding. We do funding up to $150,000 in business credit cards at 0%. You just go to our website here, click on this Pre-Qualify Now tab, and that's going to bring you to our pre-qual form right here. And you fill that out, and we'll do a review for you and give you a projection as to how much you can qualify in business credit card funding. And that's just one of the funding programs we do. We also have a step-by-step business credit building system. Again, give us a thumbs up. We appreciate you subscribing to our channel. Make it a great day, and we'll talk to you real soon.